Get him, boy!
I was wrong about Raiden. Very wrong. I was wrong to hate him as a character because I was too quick to judge him for his weakness and timidness. Before I talk about how I was wrong about my hatred of Raiden, I want to show you Raiden's ending in the arcade tower, which reveals everything about Raiden and made me understand that I actually judged him too harshly, too quickly. Watch this and you will understand too, and then I'll explain what I've realized, although you will have realized it too by the time you finished watching his ending.
Were it not for my godly counterpart, I would not have survived the battle against Titan Shang Tsung. Meeting him, though, raised questions. Why did I replace him in this new era? Why was I made mortal? Lord Liu Kang told me of his Raiden's nobility and righteousness, about his steadfast leadership in the defense of Earthrealm. He also told me about Raiden's dark side, how he could be consumed by rage and cast aside the rules he otherwise lived by. Making me mortal and incapable of such anger was to keep me from following in his footsteps. Though I understood the reasons why, I felt I had been done a disservice. To survive the coming battles, I may need the edge that only great rage can bring. As the Shaolin couldn't aid me, I sought out someone who could. Someone to stoke the fire within me and teach me to master it. For this, I could have no better teacher than the Shirai Ryu's Grand Master.
How wrong I was. I'm a fool. I'm so shocked, pun intended, that Raiden himself actually realizes the very same problems and concerns that I have about him. After watching his ending, I feel like he's broken the fourth wall and addressed me indirectly. Whoever was the idea behind Raiden is actually very smart. He knew some loudmouth raging impatient monkey like me would see this new Raiden and get tremendously upset about it. They had to have known what they were doing. The people behind the concept of Raiden evoked my anger on purpose and left me to go in, complete his arcade tower, and find out his ending for myself. Either this is a lucky coincidence, or I am very impressed with this genius ploy of the writer behind Raiden. In the Armageddon battle, MK1 Raiden met the original Raiden. I'll call him Midway Raiden, who actually shouldn't exist because in MK11 he transferred his power over to Liu Kang. But I'll ignore this inconsistency for now. MK1 Raiden met Midway Raiden and began to question, why did I replace Midway Raiden in this new era? Why was I made mortal? He actually says that Liu Kang told him about his own original Midway Raiden, about how he was righteous, noble, and steadfast in the leadership of defending Earthrealm. He must have told MK1 Raiden about how the original Raiden was the Thunder God, the protector of Earthrealm. Hence the realization that he's been made immortal. Liu Kang also told MK1 Raiden about Midway Raiden's dark side, about how he can be consumed by rage and throw away the rules that he lived by. There's plenty of explanation for Dark Raiden. 1. The amulet of Shinnok, which corrupted him. And 2. In Mortal Kombat Deception, he emitted a thunder blast which supposedly killed him and the Deadly Alliance. But he didn't die. Or he came back as Dark Raiden or something. There were perfectly valid reasons to Raiden's dark side. I wouldn't say that Raiden himself was to blame. Either the amulet corrupted him, or the amulet exposed the anger deep inside him, or maybe he did choose his way. Maybe when he did that attack on Onaga, he decided to come back and change his ways, I don't know. Liu Kang probably left these details out. I'm telling you, I am actually so surprised. MK1 Raiden actually blames Liu Kang for making him mortal and making him incapable of anger. Exactly my same complaints. Aren't you as shocked as I am? The writer behind this has played an emotional game with me, and it's amazing. I was blind in my anger about Raiden's changes, exactly as the writer wanted me to be. The writer had me in the palm of his hands and laughed at me silently, saying, "If only you the player would just follow the story and dig deeper, you'll find out." MK1 Raiden actually said that making him mortal and incapable of such anger was to stop him from following in the original Raiden's footsteps. He gave Liu Kang the benefit of the doubt so as to try and understand him, but MK1 Raiden said it himself, that he felt like he's been done a disservice. He himself said it. "Look, I told you, Liu Kang is screwing around with everyone's lives, and now it's been revealed to me that one of them has noticed. And what do you know? It happened to be Raiden, the one I hated the most because of his changes. He is the one who realizes and questions why he is the way he is, and he actually feels that Liu Kang has done him dirty. He actually feels that what's happened to him isn't right. He said that he's been done a disservice." This is an indirect jab at Liu Kang. Could this be the beginning of the cracks between Liu Kang and Raiden once again? Are they actually stuck in another one of Kronika's time loops, in which they end up turning against one another and fighting all over again? What if Kronika actually has Liu Kang in a mental prison, where he thinks he's the keeper of time, but really he's just dreaming while being locked up? What if all the Titans are being imprisoned and mentally put into a matrix where they all think that they're the keepers of time? After Raiden's indirect jab at Liu Kang, he decides that he actually does need to have rage and aggression in him, and he goes out on his own away from the Shaolin, who couldn't help him, presumably without telling Liu Kang, and he looks for a teacher to help him awaken the fire inside him and to help him master it. He goes out to find the Grand Master of the new Shirai Ryu, the yellow Sub-Zero, who will help him to get the rage and aggression that he needs. This is very telling of how Liu Kang has screwed people over, and how some of them, even the good ones, are not happy with what Liu Kang has done, and they're trying to find their ways out of it. What's the point of Liu Kang screwing everyone's lives and still going ahead to make a Mortal Kombat tournament? Except it's not Mortal Kombat because it's just a martial arts bout where no one dies, and there's hardly any stakes in the game. If any at all, I don't even remember. I very much believe that Liu Kang is an evil scumbag who chops everyone's manhood off and tries to make a pacifist world because he himself is corrupted. There's something wrong with him. He has an addled mind. These are delusions of an addled mind. Instead of having a world of men and women who are responsible for their decisions, he tries to control how they will be, and you can see this corruption in him because every time someone in the story tries to break out of Liu Kang's wussy design, it's only then he shows concern, as someone's trying to ruin his fag-ass plans. He's only concerned when someone's not following suit to his design. Well, after learning all of this about how Raiden thinks and feels, I don't hate Raiden anymore. I am now a fan of this new Raiden. I want him to go out on his quest to seek out the primal rage, the aggressive edge that he needs to swing his fists and wreck everyone around him. I want Raiden to turn against Liu Kang, and when the time comes that he does, I'm behind him all the way. I want Raiden to destroy Liu Kang and his crimes of trying to wussify the realms. You might be thinking, why am I talking in such a weird way? I'm the one who started the series of how this story is trash, so why am I talking crazy? It's because I feel bamboozled. I watched Raiden's ending over and over and over and over and over in a loop, because I just couldn't get over the shock of what I've just seen. My world's been flipped upside down. I thought this story was being written by agenda-driven propagandists. Could it be that the agenda-driven propagandists worked on the main story only, and then some other team with some common sense attempted to right the wrongs in the story by directing the character endings in their own way, and also declaring that everyone's ending in MK1 is canon? Seeing this ending has made me wonder what else I don't know yet that I'm about to find out about. Will I be bamboozled even more? This story is getting deeper the more I dig. Or maybe I've gotten carried away and lost in my wishful thinking. We will unravel more in the coming days. Join my Discord. I'm trying to make a community of people who discuss Mortal Kombat.